century, the economy and culture of Wales was built on the back of the Industrial Revolution. Towns across the region lived and breathed from the work provided by the mines and steelworks. And so did Welsh rugby. Clubs were often founded and supported by the industries, populated by their workers, and propelled forward by the songs of the mines.
What you've got to realise is that music is in the blood of Wales. All Welsh people love to sing, and we have this natural ability to harmonise, which other nations just don't have.
Joe Jones was born in a Welsh mining town, but later moved to London, where he discovered a rugby club for Welsh expatriates in the British capital. Since its founding in 1885, the London Welsh Rugby Club has contributed almost 200 players to the Welsh national team and half of the 1971 British Lions squad. Joe formed the club's choir in 2003 and has since gone on to perform at some of the world's largest sporting events, including the Six Nations and the closing ceremony of the London 2012 Olympics, watched by a global audience of 1 billion.
Well, if you wanted to hear singing at rugby matches, I think you've got to go back 150 years to the Industrial Revolution in Wales in the 1800s, where a huge influx of working men came to the coalfields, the ironworks, and it's such a hard life, such a hard life. Those same men were standing on the rugby pitch together or in the clubhouse bar afterwards, and they just started to sing, you know, and it inspiring the players, and it worked, and it's still working.
As the mining and steelworks began to close, small towns like Ebbw Vale in southeast Wales were left decimated, and Welsh rugby was left to build a new tradition.
My family's a big rugby family. My dad and my grandfather have played rugby, so it was always something I wanted to try, but there was never really any provision to. So then the Jesters come along. I thought I had to have a go at that. I had to, like my dad.
An offshoot from the men's local steelworks rugby club, Jesters was set up in 2016, focused on giving Welsh girls the same attention and opportunity as boys to get stuck into the national sport.
My daughter, who played mixed rugby at this club from age 6 up until 13. She had to stop playing mixed rugby because they're not allowed to play with the boys after that age. So I went to the WRU to ask them, can I set a club up here? From there, first session, we had 40 girls, and it's got grown from there. Rugby I feel, is very, very important, especially in this area where there isn't a lot for kids to do. And this is an avenue for them to just have a little safe place, so to speak. And you can see by the laughter going on here, you know, they love it.
Growing up in a rugby family in Wales, it's everywhere. Everybody talks about it, everybody's on about it. It's really built into the fabric of the community, really. A lot of the girls around here have wanted to play. They see them on the telly and they go, I want to crack at that, I want to go at that. But like I said, there was nothing really around here. And then they brought in the Jesters, and now girls from all over Blaen y Gwent can play. So I've met some girls from other towns that I never would have met before unless I was playing for Jesters.
We're seeing a big change in women's sport sort of the last 12 months or so, and we're seeing potential for growth. We know that sport plays a massive part in the infrastructure of communities, particularly communities like this. We're in the top of South Wales valleys, you know, area of deprivation. 33% of our communities in Wales, you know, are living in poverty.
Repeat, girls!
Chris used to work in the steelworks before it closed in 2002. But now his life has taken a route that rugby players of previous generations never thought possible.
I can't remember any women's teams at all when I was playing rugby. I didn't think it would take off myself. When Robbie approached me to come and be a coach up here, I thought we might have had a couple of girls just come to do the non-contact, the tag stuff. But when we was getting 60, 70 girls ranging from 7 to 15, then through to the 18s, coming up here and tackling and then going from strength to strength. But I was really dumbfounded by it. Without rugby, I don't think there would be anything left in Ebbw, especially Ebbw, because the steelworks have gone. And like I said, everybody worked in the steelworks, everybody played rugby. The steelworks disappeared, but the rugby didn't, and everybody is really, really passionate about rugby. You see Welsh rugby going from strength to strength. You see club rugby going from strength to strength. It's a real good sport to be in.
And it's clear that the success of the national teams is part of the reason why so many girls are turning up to take part in this sport.
I think the success of the national team is massive. Like, everybody's talking about it, everyone's excited for the World Cup. We're all rooting for the national team, but also that feeds down into that. I want to be like that. I want to have a go at rugby. I want to try and be like the next Sam Warburton. I do think the face of Welsh rugby is changing. I think it's becoming more inclusive and more open to other people who wouldn't otherwise have a go at rugby.